Are live. It is a nice chilly one today. It's a bit windy too. It is a windy day today, guys. But we are, we got a light project today. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Very straightforward day. But, haven't been live in a while. I said, you know what, let me go live. Let me say hi to all of you guys. I hope you guys can hear me. It is super windy out here. We're working on this Hyundai. What is this called? Venue. I don't know, but her vehicle got wet about like 2 weeks ago, and she reached out to a detailer. The detailer ended up declining giving them my information. And well, I got the opportunity to work on it. And I really want to start this live kind of conversating about how to handle these. This is a question I get asked a lot. Right now, I'm doing a ozone treatment first. I got a quick 30-minute ozone treatment going. We have about 10 minutes left on this ozone treatment before I start cleaning it, right? But before I start cleaning it, I said, you know what? This is a conversation that a lot of you guys have asked me about, and I haven't had the time to talk about it. And I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So I hope you can hear me nice and clear. I'm going to watch the messages as best as I can. And hopefully you can hear me as well, because it is very windy up here in this floor. But a question I get asked a lot is, Carlos, how do I handle a customer inboxing me about an odor, an ozone treatment? How do you handle that? What can I do? And here is what I recommend you do, right? As a detailer, one, you want to make sure that you are having a very straightforward conversation with them, right? Not sugarcoating anything, letting them know, like, right off of the bat, like, hey, just so you know, it is an extensive process. It is an expensive process, right? And the kind of how we got to here is the client inboxed me and asked me about, she had some mold. I don't see mold in the car now. It does have an odor, so we have to fix that issue, right? So the odor is coming from something moist. Obviously it did get wet, so that's the issue. I don't see mold on the interior, right? When I asked this client, she asked, like, what's the ballpark, right? What are we looking at? And I said, honestly, until I see it, you know, you're looking on an average of $600 up to $2,000 on a process like this. You know, it just depends on what I'm working with, the condition that it's in, right? She is a young lady, so I definitely took that into consideration. We don't want to, I want to give her the best price possible, the best outcome possible, right? And I told her, look, we'll be at around, once she sent me pictures, I said, look, honestly, I think $500 is going to be very fair. And we're going to just pretty much do a good interior detail on the inside, scrub everything. We are not going to be removing seats, no carpet removal on this one, because I honestly feel like it doesn't need it, right? So I told her 500 is going to include all the interior. We're going to do 2 ozone treatments, one in the beginning, one at the end, and that should pretty much take care of everything that this vehicle has, right? So that's where we're at right now, right? And I just had to clarify to her and let her know, like, hey, just know that this is the most affordable route. I always want to start, preferably I would want to do the whole vehicle, remove the carpet, the seats, and clean this thing from top to bottom. Unfortunately, the circumstances are different, finances are different as well. So I'm kind of in the middle of, like, I want to give her the best, right? and make sure I take care of it. I believe she's a student in school, so all of that, I think about, right? And a lot of people say like, oh, you should never think about that, but I do, because it's money, right? And we're on a budget. This is it's an accident, right? She just got the car too, so maybe wherever she bought it, they didn't fix it correctly, and that's why she had a light leak. Good morning, guys. Barry, how do you like the visor pads and polishes? Well, I did do a video here recently on that topic, and I have enjoyed them. Really, really nice pads. The pads are crazy. It's different. I know it's hard to explain, but the pads are definitely game changers because they do not heat up. They don't get dull. They keep their firmness, which I love, right? And I really enjoy the products. Buenos dias, Big O. Buenos dias. So that's where we're at. Is we are at $500. We're not taking anything out. The vehicle looks pretty good, to where I feel like I don't need to. The carpet definitely needs some love. There's a lot of buildup in this carpet, so we're gonna do a lot of brushing, a lot of air tools to get this carpet looking nicely, right? And the seats, of course. The main issue happened in the back, and I think she says that the water was so high that when she was driving, like, I guess the water kind of kept going forward, splashing, and then it kind of just traveled. But we're gonna touch everything on this car. But option number one for a lot of you guys who are starting detailing and you're wondering how to attack a mold job, odor removal, anything like that. As a professional detailer, your option is always give them the best option possible first, not because it's gonna be good for your pockets, right? But because it's the right thing to do first. Should they be on a budget? Now we're gonna try to find the happy medium to where they get a good deal, but as well as you get a good deal without having to do a lot of the work, right? So option A wasn't an option for her because of the finances, which is understandable. $1,500 is a lot of money to pour into a car that you just bought. So I think we said, you know what, $500, that we'll leave it at that. Usually my interior details start at $300, but based on the condition, that's how we got to the $500, right? We're just gonna do an ozone treatment, a good interior detail, and we're out of here, right? And I told her, should the issue persist, then, that's where I told her, well, that's where we're gonna go back to that conversation we had where I told you option A would have been the best bet because it's a one hit, get it over with. Yeah, it is a costly package, but I get to dial this car in how I like, how I love, and I know that there is no odor gonna be lingering. It's not gonna feel wet. It's gonna get taken care of, right? Should down the road she says like, hey, I can still smell the odor. The issue is not because I did a bad job. The issue is because the problem is deeper into this carpet. It's probably at the floorboard, right? And we haven't even had hot days yet. Once it gets hot, this thing is gonna smell like a freaking swamp, right? But my goal today is to eliminate that right now. Even though she didn't pay for the full package, my job is extract everything really good, brush everything really good, and eliminate the odor, which is the main issue. So we have 2 minutes left on the timer. Let me delete that. But let me go ahead and just kind of let me go ahead and turn off the ozone machine. What we're gonna be using today is obviously gonna be the mighty 1001 DX200. It's a big boy. We're gonna be extracting everything. We have the Chief Steamer ready to go. We're gonna be using Jimbo's cabin cleaner, which I've actually enjoyed it. A couple different brushes, bristles. Tomorrow is gonna be a cold one. Tomorrow's gonna be like 18 degrees in the morning. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to work tomorrow. I know detailing really well, but not marketing. Can you help? I'm not a marketer, sadly. My advice always, I'm surprised your Hawaii cough never went away. I mean, it's pretty much gone. It's pretty much gone. I think it's more like of an allergic reaction now. I don't do marketing, so the only marketing I can tell you is go knock on doors, get your name out there. Facebook has been my best friend for many years, and it hasn't let me down. Post constantly. So, but I'm not a marketer, so yeah, I would probably be the worst one to give you advice on advertising your business. I just do what has worked for me, and that's just word of mouth. All right, we're gonna turn off the ozone, roll my windows down so it can start airing out. Right on time because it was off. So perfect. Ozone number 1 is done. And then I'll go ahead and put this to the side. And now I can turn on my steamer and my air compressor. Now I'm gonna turn on my steamer and the air compressor because those are the two main tools that I'm gonna be needing. This carpet looks vacuumed really well. She says she vacuumed it, so I don't have to worry about that. So she saved me one step. Short people problems. All right. Let's get all our stuff. So phase 1 is going to be pretty much blowing all the interior really well. And then we're gonna go into steaming. Let me show you really quick. What makes the cabin cleaner stand out? I have not tried it. Honestly, for me, it's the smell. This thing smells so good. It cleans really well. I bought a gallon and I went and subscribed and saved, so I'm gonna be getting a gallon every month of this. This one's diluted 50-50 or 1-to-1, I guess how they call it. I've done 4 cars. It was literally filled to the top. After 4 cars, this is how much I've used. But the cleaning power on this is pretty much like a P&S Express combined with a little bit of Carpet Bomber in there. Like, it does really well on stains. I've used it on headliners, which you guys saw how it did on a headliner when I did a live on Instagram one night. But for me, the selling point on this is it smells so good. When you spray this on the interior, it's so like refreshing. It deodorizes all the interior, and man, I have just enjoyed using this. But let me show you really quick how this interior looks, right? It doesn't look bad where you guys are gonna be like, bro. But let me show you really quick. Interior, obviously she just bought it, so it got detailed. Carpet is kind of wear and tear, right? So we're gonna refresh this carpet a little bit. A lot of blowing. It's not that bad, but the issue, I don't smell the odor anymore. Like, the odor is gone. But it's in good shape. It just needs just a refresh. Like, whoever had it or wherever she bought it from, the dealership half did the interior. So, and then I just got brand new tires. This is like day 5 of Armor Detail Supply Ghost. Typhoon, I don't know what Typhoon is. How does cabin compare to Typhoon and Sword? What's Typhoon? I don't know what Typhoon is. I don't think I've ever used Typhoon. So Sword is a really good cleaner as well. Good cleaner, but the scent, I don't like the scent on it. It's not as sudsy as this one. as Jimbo's. By far, it's not as sudsy. Both products can be diluted. At the end of the day, I think it's gonna fall down to what you as a detailer like, right? I know some people are like, oh, sudsiness doesn't matter, you shouldn't matter. Well, if you don't like sudsiness, then I would say Sword would be the product for you. But I ain't gonna lie, the odor of Jimbo's, I don't think anybody has been able to top the odor that on that one. So for sure, Jimbo's is number one so far for me on the odor, and it does really well. Phoenix EOD Typhoon is really good. Oh, Typhoon is from Phoenix EOD. Oh, whoops, my bad. Sorry, Phoenix EOD. That's how y'all know I really don't play with brands. And that's another thing, man. I don't like brands. I really don't. I don't like buying things. That's why majority of the times you guys be asking me questions about products, and I'm like, I haven't tried it. I haven't bought that. Again, once I find products that work for me, good luck having me switch around and buy all these products. Like, I hate that crap. One, I don't like buying too many products. But Jimbo's was so good that I ended up, again, I bought it. I bought a gallon of it, and then I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna subscribe and save me some money. So thank God she has a full tank of gas, because we gonna need that full tank of gas to dry her interior. Today was just one of those days where it's like the Mondays where you think you have all your equipment. The only thing I don't have is my dry pot. Detailing in the roof. Yeah, she wanted to put it in the shade over there, but I said nope, we ain't doing that because it's too cold. I need to be outside. Obviously, out here it's definitely more windier, which this week's weather it's gonna be way too cold. This week's weather is gonna be very awkward. Tomorrow's supposed to be cold, so I was like, we are not going to be in the shade today. But the first thing I want to do with this process is blow everything. Let me show you guys why detailers at dealerships suck. I don't know if you guys will be able to see anyways, but watch this. Just purchased, pre-owned, and just detailed. Hopefully you guys can see all this right here. Look at the seat. You see all that dust? So much dust. It's ridiculous. So much buildup. Again, this is a step that you don't have to do as a detailer. If you don't want to, you don't have to do it, right? I tend to do it because I want to get the best possible outcome out of this car. Dang, this car probably got wet too. He pulled out this whole seat over there. But I want to blow everything first. This is why I hate dealership detailing, because they suck at this, man. They don't care. By the time I finish, this car is going to look better than when she bought it. Cleveland is windy. Yeah, it's gonna get brutal out here in the next couple of days. So much buildup on this thing. So much dust. That's how you know. And some of you guys have seen me do the tapping test when I hit the seat. That's how I know what I'm working with, is I'll do the tapping test. And all the dust, that gives me a lot of information of what I'm dealing with. The dust just tells me that it probably hasn't been detailed in a while. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my drill brush with my attachment, and we are going to drill brush the carpet really good. To start loosening up all the fibers. We're gonna go with the toilet brush. Below the interior king, I'm telling grandma. So we're gonna go with this. And now we're just gonna drill brush this carpet to start lifting a lot of this embedded, all this embedded like dirt, and then we just blow it. So that when you come and do the extraction, the product can really remove all that crap. You can do the seats too, but if you're using the air tool, you shouldn't need it, to be honest. This carpet has so much buildup. Then after we drill brush, then we get into our we'll get into our cleaning, because she vacuumed it. So I'm not gonna vacuum it. I'm gonna use my extractor when I come back and start doing my extraction. That's where I will vacuum. truck is looking better already. I would have preferred taking off the seats to get all this embedded like crap out of the seats, but I don't know if you guys heard me. I said I'd rather take the seats off. They just slapped some tire dressing on this interior and that's it. Sam, I feel your pain. I had over a foot of snow. Damn. Need a new hose after busting yours. Need a new hose after busting yours. Need a new hose. No, I think I bought my hose. I already bought a hose. It was a pressure washer hose. It's looking good already. Much better. Heck yeah. It's looking look way better now. All right, all that's done. Now we begin the steaming phase. It's like clockwork. Hey, shout out to Fine Detailing for sending me these like large towels. This sucker's been that's ready. My steamer is ready. So I usually start from the dashboard, work my way down to all the. This thing's gonna look so fire. Oh, while I have you guys here, I can take this off now. On Friday, we're gonna be live with JB, with Joey Balinsky and Alex Dewar. I think that's how you say his name. I'm gonna be on their podcast on Friday, so y'all make sure and tune in Friday. I might not go live on my side so that I can give them a lot of my time. So she has so much. I like to move. God, it smells so good, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this Jimbo's cleaner smells so good. Golly. I know y'all be thinking like I'm overdoing it, but nah, man, this thing smells amazing. I gotta turn on this car because I need all this heat to keep this interior nice and warm. But yes, Friday at, I don't even know what time they go live. I need to figure that out. We'll be live with Alex. And always make sure you turn your cars on so that you can actually like turn your steering wheel pretty good, so that you can clean all these like edges on the steering wheel. But that's kind of the process I do is, yeah, she just bought this car. I wish they would have done a better job detailing it. Man, this thing smells so good. Can't stress it enough. Smells so good. But anyways, I don't want to keep you guys here bored. Wanted to just kind of have that conversation on this interior. Anyways, I hope all of you guys have an amazing day and an amazing Monday. Stay warm, stay cool, have a blessed day, and always be a blessing to another detailer whenever you can. Later, guys.